How to triple your strength after 70, my advanced bone and power plan. Sarcopenia is the quiet ambush after 60 that steals independence, and it's faster than you think. Muscle can drop 1–2% per year after 50 and strength up to 3% per year after 60. That's why stairs feel steeper, jars fight back, and toilets feel like workouts. Ignore it, and in a year you'll move slower. 2 years, one fall can steal confidence or worse. The good news, you can reverse this. Today, I'll show you the 3 hidden costs, quick tests to spot them, and fixes you'll feel this week. Plus, the daily habit that speeds muscle loss coming up. First, daily strength. The obvious cost, daily strength, vanishes. Weakness shows up in the boring places: standing from a chair, carrying groceries, opening jars, and getting up off the floor. The thing most people miss is power. How quickly you can produce force drops before raw strength. When power dips, everyday tasks feel heavier and risk jumps because you can't react fast enough when you slip or stumble. Let me back up and explain this better. Sarcopenia is progressive muscle loss with aging. Strength declines faster than muscle size because the nervous system and fast-twitch fibers get sluggish. So even if the mirror doesn't look that different, function dives. Practically, that's longer pauses at the bottom of a chair, extra pushes with the hands, and a hold on breath before lifting a laundry basket. Here's what separates people who stick with this from people who quit. They feel a win fast, not in 12 weeks, this week. So before we go deeper, try a quick proof this works. Do the 5x sit to stand test. Sit on a sturdy chair, feet under knees, arms crossed if you can. Stand up and sit down 5 times as quickly and safely as possible. If you need your hands or it feels wobbly, that's a training signal. Time it if you want, but noticing effort, control, and breath is the real data. Now we'll turn that test into training. The 30-second chair power drill is your first win. Sit tall, feet tucked slightly under your knees. For 10 seconds, perform fast but clean stand-ups. Drive through heels and big toes, stand fully, then sit with quiet control. Rest 20 seconds, repeat for 3 rounds. That's 30 seconds of effort total. Up is quick, down is smooth. Keep posture tall, nose and chest forward, knees tracking over middle toes. If hands-free isn't safe yet, lightly push off the chair and aim to reduce hand help over time. Do this daily, you'll feel it in thighs and hips, your get-up muscles. Once you nail that, everything else clicks because we anchor the reps with fuel. Most people undereat protein, especially at breakfast. Muscle needs enough amino acids per meal to trigger repair. Target 25 to 35 grams at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That could be 2 eggs plus a cup of Greek yogurt, cottage cheese with berries and nuts, or a palm-sized serving of chicken, tofu, or salmon. Spread protein across the day instead of saving it for night. Your muscles respond better to repeated signals. Hydration is the unglamorous lever that moves the needle. Mild dehydration makes you feel weaker and lightheaded when you stand, which kills confidence. Sip water through the day. If your clinician says your blood pressure, kidneys, and heart are stable and you're not on a sodium-restricted plan, a small pinch of salt with meals can help you hold fluid in hot weather or after exercise. If salt isn't appropriate, stick to fluids and mineral-rich foods like yogurt, beans, and leafy greens. Okay, so the tricky part is building speed without irritating joints. Use these form cues. Feet tucked under knees before you stand, shorter lever, more power. Lean torso slightly forward at liftoff, hips back, chest tall. Exhale as you stand, avoid breath holding and pressure spikes. Sit down slower than you stood up, this builds the brakes you need. Common mistakes to avoid. Plopping into the chair, control the descent. Knees collapsing inward, think knees over middle toes. Holding your breath, steady exhale on effort. Round out your push strength with counter push-ups. Hands on a counter, body straight, lower 2 counts, press up in 1. Aim 8–12 reps, rest, repeat 2 or 3 sets. Paired with the chair drill, this builds the push you need for doors, jars, and getting off the floor. Micro story: a viewer tried the drill and went from using both hands every stand to hands-free by day 5. The difference? Fast but clean stand-ups and finally hitting breakfast protein. If you remember nothing else from this section, remember this: power first, then strength, then endurance. Train the stand-up fast, fuel 25–35 grams per meal, and hydrate. That's how you make stairs feel shorter and chairs feel higher. Now you might be thinking, what if my knees hurt? Modify the range, start with a higher chair or add a cushion. Use hands for balance, not for push, and keep reps smooth. Slight thigh soreness is normal. Sharp joint pain, stop and adjust. Here's your mini plan for the week. Daily 30-second chair power drill, 3 rounds, 5 to 10 minutes of walking after 2 meals. 3 days counter push-ups, 2-3 sets of 8-12. Every meal build to 25-35 grams of protein, include a glass of water. The game changer nobody talks about is that power loss is what trips you, not just strength loss. And when power drops, your ability to catch yourself drops too. That's where balance and falls start to domino. Coming up next. The sneaky cost, the balance and fall domino. Here's where most people mess up. They think balance is just strong ankles. It's actually a full team: eyes, inner ear, joints, muscles, and nerves making tiny corrections every second. With age and sarcopenia, fast twitch fibers shrink and reaction time slows. That's why a tiny toe catch turns into a full stumble. And here's the hard truth. Sarcopenia raises fall risk significantly, and falls are the #1 cause of accidental death after 65. Power drops first, therefore saves get slower. We're going to flip that safely and fast. Test first, then train. Start with the tandem stand. Stand near a counter. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe like you're on a tightrope. Lightly tap the counter with one fingertip to set up, then hover. Eyes forward, not at your feet. Time it up to 30 seconds. If you can't hold 10 seconds without grabbing, that's a training gap. Switch sides. Imbalances matter because real trips rarely hit both legs equally. Next, the single leg hold. Stand tall by the counter. Shift weight to one leg, lift the other foot an inch off the floor. Keep hips level, ribs down, and breathe. Time up to 30 seconds. If you sway or windmill your arms, that's normal on day 1. You're after calm stillness, soft knees, easy breath, eyes forward. Write your best times. We'll retest weekly so you can see progress. Now the quick win, the 60-second balance snack. Face the counter. Heel to toe walk 10 slow steps down the length, then 10 back. Keep a light fingertip hover if needed, but aim for hands-free. Eyes forward, quiet, feet tall posture. If that's easy, do the same walk while slowly turning your head left-right to challenge your inner ear. Do this once or twice a day. The reason this works is you're training balance on the move, the thing that actually saves you during a stumble. Pair balance with strength where it matters most, calves and hips. Start with calf raises. Hands lightly on the counter, feet hip width. Press through the big toe and second toe, rise up for 2 counts, lower for 3. Do 8-12 reps, rest, repeat for 2 or 3 sets. This teaches your ankles to provide spring and quick corrections. Then add the hip hinge. Feet under hips, soft knees. Push hips back like you're closing a drawer with your backside, spine long, eyes on the horizon. Stand tall and squeeze your glutes. Do 8-12 smooth reps, 2 or 3 sets. This move teaches you to pick something up without rounding your back and strengthens the posterior chain that prevents forward tumbles. Once you nail those, microdose reaction time with step taps. Stand tall, tap the right foot up and down onto a low step or sturdy book, then left, keeping the feet light. Go for 20-30 seconds, 2 rounds. The point is fast but clean foot contacts, speed without thud. This wakes up quick fibers safely. Environment is non-negotiable. Shoes need thin, grippy soles and secure backs. Loose slippers are ankle traps. Clear throw rugs, coil cords, brighten hallways, and add a night light to bathroom paths. These changes take minutes and reduce risk today. If you use bifocals, take care with stairs, look with your eyes, not just through the lower lens. Breathing and posture are your hidden stabilizers. Exhale on the hardest part of the move. Keep chin gently back, ribs down, and think tall through the crown of the head. That stacked posture shrinks the size of corrections your body needs to stay upright, so balance feels easier. If you catch yourself holding your breath, pause, long exhale, then continue. Breath holding stiffens you and makes wobbles bigger. Check vitamin D with your clinician. Low D status is linked to falls. Getting it into the normal range via sensible sunlight or supplements, if advised, supports muscle and balance. Don't self-prescribe doses, ask for guidance and testing when appropriate. While you're at it, review any medications that might cause dizziness. Common mistakes to avoid. Looking down at your feet, eyes forward stacks your head over your base. Locking your knees, soft knees let ankles and hips do their jobs. Gripping the counter tight, light touch gives feedback without cheating. Micro story: a retired teacher did the balanced snack plus calf raises for 3 weeks. Her update: I didn't grab the curb railing for the first time in years. No hero workouts, 10 mindful minutes most days, and better shoes. Here's your weekly balance plan. Daily, 60-second balance snack along the counter. 3 days, calf raises and hip hinges, 2-3 sets of 8-12 each. 2 days, step taps, 2 rounds of 20-30 seconds. Environment: swap slippers for secure shoes, remove 1 trip hazard today. If you remember nothing else, remember this: balance is a skill, and skills improve fast when you practice them. Train quick corrections, strengthen calves and hips, and fix the floor under your feet. Next, we'll tackle the metabolic cost of muscle loss and the food timing trick that steadies energy by this week. The delayed pain, metabolic slowdown, and disease risk. Here's the uncomfortable truth: when muscle shrinks, your whole engine idles lower. You burn fewer calories at rest, blood sugar hangs around longer, and belly fat camps out. The thing most people miss is muscle isn't just for lifting, it's your biggest glucose sponge. When it's smaller and less active, sugar has nowhere to go. Energy crashes, cravings rise, and risk creeps up. Why does this matter right now? Because the signs are sneaky. Afternoon yawns, late night grazing, pants tighter at the waist even if your weight barely changed. That isn't willpower, it's a signal. Feed muscle, flatten glucose swings, and move right after meals. Do those 3 and you'll feel better within days. Let's make the fix concrete. First, protein pacing. Aim for roughly 30 grams of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Spreading it out does 2 things: steadies blood sugar and gives your muscles 3 clear rebuild now signals. Breakfast options that win: 2 eggs plus a cup of Greek yogurt, cottage cheese with berries, and a spoon of peanut butter, or protein oats. Cook oats in milk and stir in a scoop of whey or plant protein. Lunch ideas: rotisserie chicken over beans and greens, tuna with whole grain crackers and veggies, or lentil soup boosted with tofu. Dinner: salmon and frozen veggies, tofu stir fry with edamame, lean chili with a side salad. Now pair protein with fiber. Think 8 to 10 grams per meal. Beans, lentils, berries, apples, oats, chia, and mixed veggies slow the sugar rush, keep you fuller, and feed your gut. Simple upgrades: swap white toast for oats at breakfast, add half a cup of beans to salads and soups, throw a handful of berries on almost anything. The reason this works is you're smoothing the glucose curve. Fewer spikes, fewer crashes, steadier energy, calmer appetite. If you remember nothing else from this food piece, remember 30-30-30 protein and a fist of fiber at every meal. Eat the protein first, fiber second, starch last. That order helps too. Next lever: walk timing. 10 minutes right after a meal is powerful. You don't need sweat, just an easy loop in your hallway or around the block. Those leg muscles act like pumps, pulling sugar out of the blood into muscle where it belongs. Do that after 2 meals per day and you'll feel the difference in afternoon energy and nighttime sleep. Now we anchor the rebuild with resistance. 2 or 3 short full body sessions per week, 15 to 25 minutes. Move your metabolism more than extra cardio alone. Think in patterns: push, pull, squat, hinge, carry. You've already met sit to stands and counter push-ups. Add band rows for a pull, hip hinges for the hinge, and a carry with shopping bags or water jugs. 1 to 3 sets of 8-12 reps per move. When 12 is smooth progress, harder angle, slower lowering, or a small load. Only change 1 variable at a time. Here's the shortcut nobody teaches: combine the windows. Strength train, then eat a protein plus carb meal within a couple of hours: Greek yogurt and fruit, cottage cheese and pineapple, or a small shake and a banana. You're telling your body, repair now. That's how you turn reps into muscle, not just sweat. Common mistakes to avoid: skipping breakfast and chasing hunger all day. Start with 30 grams and fiber. Grazing on crackers and fruit alone. Pair carbs with protein and fiber. Doing only long walks, great for health, but without resistance your engine still idles low. Saving all protein for dinner, spread it. Muscles need repeated signals. Hydration still matters. Dehydration concentrates blood sugar and saps energy. Sip water steadily. Include mineral-rich foods: yogurt, beans, leafy greens. If your clinician approves, a pinch of salt with meals on hot days or after exercise helps you hold fluid. On a sodium-restricted plan, skip the salt and keep fluids consistent. Can't hit 30 grams yet? Build up. Start at 20 grams per meal this week, then bump to 25, then 30. Use convenient options. Cottage cheese cups, ready-to-drink shakes listing 20-30 grams, canned tuna or salmon, rotisserie chicken, tofu blocks, pre-cooked lentils. Make the easy choice the right choice. Micro story, one client, 74, added 10-minute post-meal walks and hit 30 grams at breakfast for the first time in years. 2 weeks later, she said, "I'm not crashing at 3 p.m. and my waistband stopped arguing with me. Nothing extreme, just timing and consistency." Here's your weekly checklist. 30 grams protein plus a fist of fiber at each meal. 10-minute walk after 2 meals daily. 2 or 3 short resistance sessions hitting push, pull, squat, hinge, carry. Water bottle visible, drink before thirst. Note energy at 3 p.m., that's your progress meter. Do this for 7 days. Cravings shrink, energy steadies, and joints feel less creaky. Your body stops fighting you and starts helping. Up next, we'll build a 24-hour routine that makes these choices automatic so results stick without constant effort. The 24-hour strength day, a simple routine that sticks. Let's build a day that quietly strengthens you without stealing your time. 3 signals on repeat: move, fuel, recover. We'll anchor each to habits you already do so it runs on autopilot, not motivation. Start with morning momentum. Eat first so your body has building blocks. Aim for 25 to 35 grams of protein at breakfast. Cottage cheese with berries, Greek yogurt with nuts, or eggs plus a side of yogurt all work. Then a 5-minute wake-up circuit to turn the lights on in your hips, thighs, shoulders, and balance system. Do 8 to 12 smooth sit-to-stands. Exhale as you stand, control the sit, and keep knees over middle toes. Follow with wall push-ups, hands at chest height, slow down for 2 counts and press up in 1, 8 to 12 reps. Finish with 30 to 60 seconds of tall marches, ribs down, elbows swinging, chin gently back. 1 to 3 rounds depending on stiffness and time. If mornings feel creaky, begin with marches for a minute before your first sit-to-stand. You're not chasing sweat, you're priming your system so stairs feel shorter and errands feel easier right away. Tie balance to midday. After lunch cleanup or a bathroom break, slide in a 60-second balance snack along the counter, heel to toe down and back, eyes forward, light fingertip hover if needed. Then a 1-minute posture reset. Stand tall, chin gently back, ribs down, glutes lightly on, reach the crown of your head toward the ceiling and take 5 slow nasal breaths, 4 seconds in, 6 out. This decompresses your back and teaches the stacked position that makes balance corrections smaller and easier. After meals, walk 10 minutes. Start as soon as you set the fork down, hallway loops around the block or up and down the driveway. Keep the pace conversational but purposeful. These walks are metabolic gold. Your leg muscles act like pumps, clearing glucose and waking up the engine. If you're cleared and comfortable, add 2 flights of stairs on 1 walk to recruit more muscle without adding time. Quiet steps, soft landings, posture tall. Evening is downshift and recovery. Give yourself 5 minutes of light stretching, calf stretch at the wall, a gentle hip opener with a small pelvic tuck and a doorway chest stretch. Breathe slow and nasal, 4 seconds in, 6 out. If sleep is touchy, finish stretches at least 30 minutes before bed and dim screens. Keep fluids steady earlier so bathroom trips don't break your night, and shift caffeine to the morning if you're sensitive. Now the weekly rhythm. 2 resistance days and 1 power day slot into your calendar. On resistance days, hit the big patterns you've learned. Push, pull, squat, hinge, carry. That might look like counter push-ups, band rows, chair sit-to-stands, hip hinges with a dowel, and a farmer carry with even bags. Do 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per move, resting 45 to 75 seconds. When 12 is clean, progress 1 variable, angle, temp, range, or a small load. Only 1 change at a time. On your power day, go lighter with faster intent and lots of control. Chair pop-ups, step-ups to a low step, and light medicine ball taps to a wall or the air. Keep it crisp, 3 to 5 reps per set, 3 to 5 sets each with generous rest. Fast up, smooth down, stop before sloppy. Do power first, then strength if you combine them. Get automatic with anchors. Coffee brews, do 1 round of sit-to-stands and wall push-ups. Brushing your teeth, heel to toe for 30 seconds each side. TV on, loop a band around a door and do a set of rows between episodes. Phone nudges help, set gentle alarms for post-meal walks in the evening stretch. Use a don't break the chain calendar on the fridge. Every day you hit your 3 anchors, morning circuit, balance snack, and 1 post-meal walk, make a big check mark. Streaks build momentum. Design your space so the right choice is the easy choice. Keep a water bottle on the counter. Park a resistance band by the TV chair. Put protein in plain sight, yogurt cups up front, tuna or beans at eye level, cooked chicken or tofu in clear containers. Shoes with thin, grippy soles by the door make walks frictionless. If you use a pill box, tuck a sticky note under it. Walk 10 after meals. Use the 2-minute rule to kill excuses. If time is tight, do 2 minutes now, 5 sit-to-stands, 5 wall push-ups, 30 seconds of marches. Often you'll keep going, even if you don't, you protected the habit. Missed a piece? Don't double up tomorrow. Restart the next anchor in your day. Consistency beats heroic sessions followed by 3 days off. Common snags and clean fixes. Low afternoon energy, keep 30-30-30 protein and protect that post-lunch walk. Sore knees on sit-to-stands, use a higher chair, turn toes slightly out, slow the descent. Wobbly balance, keep a light fingertip on the counter now, progress to hover later. Travel day, pack a band. Hotel room moves, wall push-ups, sit-to-stands, marches, band rows, post-meal hallway walks still count. Here's your 24-hour checklist to post on the fridge. Morning, protein first breakfast plus a 5-minute circuit. Midday, balanced snack plus a 1-minute posture reset. After meals, 10-minute walk, add stairs once per day if safe. Evening, 5-minute stretch and slow breathing. Weekly, 2 resistance days and 1 power day, check marks for your 3 anchors. Do this for 7 days. Stairs feel friendlier, afternoon energy smooths out, and confidence rises because you're practicing recovery all day. Keep it boring in a good way and let your routine carry you. Protein made easy, hitting your target without the headache. Let's make protein automatic so you don't have to think about it. Your target is simple, roughly 0.7 to 1 grams per kilogram of body weight per day spread across 3 meals. For many people, that lands at 25 to 35 grams per meal. Spreading it evens energy, supports blood sugar, and sends your muscles clear. Rebuild now signals 3 times a day. Start with breakfast because it moves the needle the most. Use one of these repeatable lanes and rotate as needed. Lane 1, eggs plus dairy. 2 eggs and a cup of Greek yogurt puts you near the goal. Add berries or whole grain toast for fiber. Lane 2, cottage cheese bowl. Big scoop of cottage cheese, berries, and a spoon of nuts or seeds. It's fast and balanced. Lane 3, protein oats. Cook oats in milk, stir in a scoop of whey or plant protein, and top with cinnamon and banana. Warm, filling, steady. Busy morning backup, keep 2 ready-to-drink shakes in the fridge that list 20 to 30 grams per bottle. Pair one with fruit and move on. This is a safety net, not a forever plan, but it keeps the signal alive on hectic days. Lunch is where people drift into snacks that don't feed muscle. Anchor lunch with a clear protein piece the size of your palm or a labeled serving. Reliable choices, tuna and beans. Mix a can of tuna with half a cup of cannellini beans, lemon, olive oil, and chopped veggies. Rotisserie chicken salad, pile chicken over greens, toss in chickpeas or edamame, add vinaigrette. Lentil soup upgrade, heat a carton, then add tofu cubes or a slice of whole grain toast with peanut butter on the side. If you like sandwiches, make them pull weight. Deli turkey with sliced boiled egg or leftover salmon on whole grain with crunchy veggies. Dinner closes the loop. Keep it simple with pan and tray meals you can repeat. Salmon with frozen veggies and microwaved rice. Tofu stir fry with edamame tossed in for bonus protein. Lean beef or turkey chili, make a batch and freeze portions so high protein bowls are ready to reheat. Plant forward works great. Combine legumes, soy and grains, lentils plus tofu, beans with quinoa or tempeh with veggies and peanut sauce. You're after totals, not labels. Snacks are insurance, not the plan. Keep easy options at eye level so you can top up when a meal falls short. Greek yogurt cups, cottage cheese singles, string cheese, or a scoop of protein powder that yields 20 to 30 grams. If you're already on target for that meal, nuts with fruit add staying power without chasing protein. Shopping list that makes this automatic. Proteins, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, rotisserie chicken, canned tuna and salmon, tofu and tempeh, edamame, lean ground meat, protein powder. Fiber partners, beans, lentils, oats, berries, apples, mixed frozen vegetables, leafy greens, whole grain bread or rice. Flavor, olive oil, lemons, salsa, spices, broth, soy sauce, garlic. Stock these once and you've got a week of wins. Batch once, coast all week. Boil a dozen eggs, cook a pot of lentils. Portion chicken or tofu into clear containers, pre-wash berries. When you open the fridge, the right choice should be the first thing you see. If it's buried, you'll forget it. Put protein front and center. Common mistakes and fast fixes. Grazing on crackers and fruit alone. Add a protein every time you eat yogurt, tuna, tofu, or a shake. Skipping breakfast, start with a shake plus fruit for a week, then upgrade to eggs or yogurt. Tiny portions, few bites won't trigger repair. Build meals around a clear protein anchor. Saving it all for dinner, spread it. Muscles respond to repeated signals, not one big speech at night. Portion guide you can remember without a scale. A palm-sized piece of meat, fish, or tofu is roughly 25 to 35 grams. 1 cup of Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, about 20 to 25 grams. 1 protein scoop, usually 20 to 30 grams, check the label. 1 cup cooked lentils or beans gives 12 to 18 grams, add tofu or a scoop to hit the mark. Hydration supports all of this. Keep a water bottle visible. Drink a glass with each meal and 1 between meals. If your clinician says sodium is fine for you, a small pinch of salt with meals on hot days can help you hold fluid after exercise. If not, just keep fluid steady and lean on mineral-rich foods. Travel-proof your plan. Pack a shaker bottle, 2 or 3 single-serve protein packets, and shelf-stable options like tuna pouches or aseptic tofu. In a hotel, you can always find Greek yogurt, hard-boiled eggs, and fruit. Keep the 30-30-30 rhythm and a post-meal hallway walk, and you'll feel steady away from home. Worried about cost? 2 money savers. Choose frozen over fresh when prices jump, and let beans or lentils be your protein at 1 meal per day. They're cheap, filling, and pair well with greens, grains, and sauces. Your easy daily rhythm, breakfast, lunch, and dinner each deliver 25 to 35 grams plus fiber. Use a snack only when a meal fell short. Keep it boring in a good way with a handful of repeatable meals you like. That's how you feel steady energy, recover faster from training, and actually keep the muscle you're building. The Big 5 moves, what actually builds useful strength. You don't need 100 exercises, you need 5 movement patterns you do every day: push, pull, squat, hinge, and carry. Nail these and doors feel lighter, floors feel closer, and your back stays calm when life gets awkward. The thing most people miss is you progress these by angle, range, and tempo before you add weight. Own the shape first, then turn the dial. Let's start with push. Begin at the wall or counter. Place your hands a bit wider than shoulders, wrists stacked under palms, body in a straight line from ears to heels. Walk your feet back until it feels like a firm challenge. Lower for 2 counts, elbows about 45 degrees from your sides, press up in 1 and exhale on the push. Aim for 8 to 12 clean reps. When 12 feels smooth, step your feet farther back or move to a lower surface like a sturdy table. The win here is stronger chest, shoulders, and triceps, the exact muscles that help with pushing doors, bracing from the floor, and taming stubborn jars. Now pull, because pushes alone round the shoulders and strain the neck. Loop a light band around a door anchor or sturdy post, stand tall with ribs down, and row by pulling elbows back and slightly down toward your back pockets. Think squeeze shoulder blades, keep neck long. Control the return for 2 counts so the band doesn't yank you. Do 8 to 12 reps, 2 or 3 sets. As you get stronger, step back an inch or use a thicker band. Better rows mean better posture, happier shoulders, and more confidence carrying bags. Next is squat, which is really your sit to stand perfected. Stand with feet hip to shoulder width, toes slightly out. Reach hips back like you're trying to touch a chair, keep knees tracking over the middle toes, and keep your chest tall, eyes on the horizon. Tap the chair, then stand by pressing through the whole foot. Exhale as you stand. Start with 8 to 12 reps. When that's easy, pause 1 second just above the chair before standing to add strength without extra load. This is the move that makes stairs and toilets feel less like workouts and more like afterthoughts. Now the hinge, the back saver. A hinge is a bow from the hips, not a bend from the spine. Stand with soft knees, ribs down, and push your hips back like you're closing a drawer with your backside while keeping a long spine. Then stand tall and squeeze your glutes. If you've got a dowel or broom, hold it along your back and keep it touching the back of your head, upper back, and tailbone through the whole move. Do 8 to 12 smooth reps. If your lower back talks, shorten the range and slow down. Mastering the hinge protects your spine when you pick up laundry baskets, pets, and groceries. Carry ties it all together with real-world stability. Grab 2 even objects, shopping bags, water jugs, or light dumbbells. Stand tall, ribs down, chin gently back, and walk 20 to 60 seconds with quiet, controlled steps. Keep your grip firm but not white knuckle, and let your shoulders melt down away from your ears. If posture slips, stop, reset, and shorten the round. When the carry feels too easy, either slow your pace while staying tall or pick a slightly heavier pair. Carries train your grip, core, and posture in the same way daily life challenges you. Here's how to put the 5 together 2 or 3 days per week. Push counter push-ups 8-12 reps. Pull band rows 8-12 reps. Squat chair sit to stand 8-12 reps. Hinge hip hinge with dowel 8-12 reps. Carry 20-60 seconds. Do 1 to 3 sets for each, resting 45 to 75 seconds between sets. When you hit 12 clean reps, change one dial, harder angle, slightly slower, lower, 3 counts down, add a 1-second pause or introduce a small weight. Only adjust one variable at a time and keep your breathing steady. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the effort. Form cues that save joints. Exhale on effort, don't hold your breath. Knees track over the middle toes, avoid collapsing inward. Hips back on the hinge, feel hamstrings load, not your low back. Shoulders down and back on rows, no shrugging. Tall posture on carries, eyes forward, neck relaxed. Common mistakes and quick fixes. Rushing reps, slow your lowers and own the return. Letting bands snap back, control that last inch. Turning squats into tiptoes, keep heels planted. Overreaching on rows, stop when the shoulder blade finishes its squeeze. Carrying too heavy and wobbling, choose lighter and move cleaner. If you remember nothing else, remember this: own the pattern before you load it. Clean reps today, beat big weights tomorrow. 2 months from now, the person who kept positions crisp will be stronger and pain-free. Progress checkpoints you can track weekly. Push, lower your hands an inch or step your feet back. Pull, add a thicker band or take a half step back. Squat, add a 1-second pause just above the chair or remove the chair entirely when safe. Hinge, keep 3-point dowel contact and then add a light weight like a backpack. Carry, extend time by 10 seconds or choose a slightly heavier object while staying tall. Micro story: a 79-year-old subscriber started with wall push-ups, band rows, and chair squats, 2 sets, 3 days a week. At week 4, he lowered his push-up surface, added a pause to squats, and extended carries by 15 seconds. His update: I brought in all the groceries in one trip. That wasn't luck, it was clean practice of the Big 5, progressed 1 notch at a time. Safety first, joints, pain, and when to slow down. You're getting stronger. Now we lock in progress by protecting joints and nerves so you can train tomorrow. Think of this as your guardrails, simple rules that keep wins coming without flare-ups. Start with a 3-minute warm-up before every session. March in place for 1 minute, arms swinging. Do 10 slow arm circles each way, 10 shoulder rolls, and 20 ankle pumps per side. Finish with 5 mini sit-to-stands, half range, smooth, and a gentle hip hinge to wake up hamstrings. You've just raised tissue temperature, moved joint fluid, and told your nervous system, we're ready. Pain rules are non-negotiable. Sharp, stabbing, or electric pain? Stop that rep, that's a no. Dull muscle burn is fine, next day muscle soreness is normal. Joint ache, pinch, or deep grinding means modify. Quick test: if pain changes your form or your breathing, you're training the wrong pattern. If you can exhale on effort and keep position, you're likely good. Modify in 3 ways: shorten range, slow tempo, or add support. For squats, use a higher chair or add a cushion, stop just above the painful zone. For hinges, hinge shorter and keep a dowel touching the back of your head, mid-back, and tailbone. For push-ups, raise your hands to a wall or higher counter. For rows, step closer or use a lighter band. If a tweak still bothers a joint, swap patterns. Hinges become glute bridges, squats become partial sit-to-stands, carries become shorter, lighter, and taller. Breathe right or everything gets harder. Exhale on effort, out on the stand, the push, the pull. Inhale on the way down, don't hold your breath. That spikes blood pressure, stiffens you, and makes balance worse. Use a quiet hiss on the effort to cue your core without strain. If your face turns red, pause, long exhale, reset posture, then continue. Use form cues that unload joints instantly. Knees track over the middle toes, no collapsing inward. If they drift, widen your stance a touch and think push the floor apart. Hips back on hinges, feel hamstrings load, not your low back. Shoulders down and back on rows, stop when the shoulder blade finishes moving. Wrists neutral on push-ups, raise hands higher or grip a rolled towel if wrists complain. Posture stack, chin gently back, ribs down, glutes lightly on, tall beats tense. Progress like your tendons wrote the plan. Change only one variable at a time, angle, reps, load, or tempo, and only by a small bump. If you did 2 sets this week, do 2 sets plus 1 rep next week, not 4 sets with extra weight. Tendons love gradual. Muscles can race ahead, connective tissue needs patience. Respect red flags. Stop immediately and seek help if you have unexplained dizziness, chest pressure, or pain, sudden shortness of breath that doesn't match effort, new numbness, or sudden weakness in a limb, or a pounding headache triggered by exertion. If you have known heart, balance, or bone conditions, get a green light from your clinician before adding load, speed, or impact. Osteoporosis or joint replacements. Move smoothly, avoid jerky end ranges, and confirm safe ranges with your provider or physical therapist. Use range tweaks that save joints. Knees cranky on squats, turn toes slightly out, widen stance a hair, imagine sitting between your knees and pause just above the chair before standing. Shoulders grumpy on push-ups, bring elbows closer to your sides and think chest to wall, not head first. If it still bites, switch to a standing band chest press, hips tight on hinges. Do 10 gentle hip airplanes at the counter. Small hinge, knees soft, shift weight side to find your hip groove, then hinge. Soreness versus pain, know the difference. Next day muscle soreness that eases as you move is fine. Joint soreness that sharpens with load is not. If joints bark, back off 1 notch for 48 hours, fewer reps, shorter range, easier angle. During those 2 days, choose circulation over stillness, easy walks, gentle mobility, and your 3 stretch staples. Heat before movement to loosen. Ice after if an area feels hot or puffy unless your clinician says otherwise. Do a 2-minute warm down to finish clean. 5 slow nasal breaths, 4 seconds in, 6 out plus 3 stretches. Calf against the wall for 20 to 30 seconds per side. A small pelvic tuck hip flexor stretch and a doorway chest stretch. Exit end ranges slowly, no bouncing. Know when to pivot to a technique day. If sleep was poor, energy is low, or a joint feels tender, do 1 set per move at a slow tempo or swap for a 10-minute walk plus mobility. Consistency wins. Hero days followed by 3 off days don't. Schedule form check-ins. Every 2 to 4 weeks, review your moves in a mirror or record 1 set. Look for stacked posture, quiet knees, smooth breathing, and controlled returns. If something drifts, regress 1 step, clean it, then progress again. Clean reps are compounding interest. You earn more from every future session. Micro story: a viewer kept pushing through knee pain on squats and stalled. We raised her chair 2 inches, added a 1-second pause above the seat, and moved push-ups to a higher counter. Pain dropped to 0 and her reps climbed again. The fix wasn't more grit, it was smarter range and tempo. Bottom line: warm up short, breathe on effort, move clean, progress slow, and respect red flags. Do that and you'll stack strength without setbacks and be ready for your next jump in power and confidence. Track what matters: strength, balance, and energy. Progress sticks when you can see it, so we're going to track 3 signals that predict independence: strength, balance, and energy. Keep it fast, simple, and repeatable. If it takes longer than 30 seconds, you won't do it. No apps needed. Use a notebook, index card, or a fridge calendar. 1 line per day is enough. First, strength you can feel in daily life, the 5x sit to stand. Same sturdy chair each time, feet tucked under knees, arms crossed if safe. Start the timer the moment your hips leave the seat, stop when you stand the 5th time. Exhale on every stand, sit with control. Record the seconds and a quick note, hands free some help, smooth wobbly, knee pinch yes no. Do this once a week, same day, same chair, same shoes. You're looking for a downward drift in time, fewer pauses, and cleaner control. If stairs are your nemesis, this number is the one that makes them friendlier. Second, balance the fall buffer. 2 fast tests, 1 minute total. For the tandem stand, set up near a counter. Heel to toe, eyes forward, hover your fingers and hold up to 30 seconds. Switch feet, note both sides. Then single leg hold, lift 1 foot an inch, keep hips level, breathe slow, eyes forward. Time up to 30 seconds each side. Write the best hold in a calmness note, toes gripping, arms windmilling, or still. Longer holds and calmer stillness mean your reactions are primed. Third, walking speed, the quiet vitality meter. Mark 10 feet in a hallway. From a standing start, walk at your normal pace past the line. Start timing when your foot hits the start mark, stop at 10 feet. Do 2 trials and record the best. Don't sprint. This should feel like your usual walk. Over weeks, you'll see smoother strides and a small speed bump. That bump often shows up before you notice errands feeling easier. Now the daily training log, 1 line, 3 parts. Moves, list the patterns you hit: push, pull, squat, hinge, carry, balance, snack, post-meal walk. Dose, sets and reps or time: 2x10, 60-second carry, 10-minute walk. Feeling, 1 word that captures the day: steady, knees tender, great energy, or sleepy. That's enough to catch trends without turning your life into a spreadsheet. Let's layer fuel tracking without making it a chore. Draw 3 boxes, BLD, tick a box when you hit grams of protein. Add a tiny F when you include your fiber partner. If you're short by dinner, you'll know to use one of your insurance snacks: Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, a ready shake. Add a small water droplet for each glass, aim for 1 with each meal and 1 between meals. These tiny marks keep you honest without nagging. What counts as a win? Here's your quick checklist. Sit to stand time drops or you go hands-free for the first time. Tandem or single leg times climb or feel calmer. Walking speed improves by a few tenths. Stairs require fewer pauses. You feel steadier on curbs and uneven ground. Afternoon energy smooths out, fewer 3 p.m. crashes. You hit your 3 anchors: morning circuit, balance, snack, post-meal walk, 3 days in a row. Celebrate any of these with a visible X on your calendar. Momentum loves proof. When progress stalls, change 1 lever, just 1, for 1 week so you know what worked. Add 1 set to 1 exercise in your big 5, or add 1 minute to 1 post-meal walk, or add 1 balanced snack on 2 extra days, or slow the lowering phase of 1 exercise to 3 counts. Keep everything else steady. If joints complain or form slips, undo the last tweak and hold the line for a week. Common tracking pitfalls and clean fixes. Inconsistent setup: always use the same chair, floor, and shoes for tests. Breath holding during tests: exhale on effort, oxygen is free performance. Chasing numbers with sloppy form: clean reps beat fast reps. Overreacting to 1 bad day: trust the weekly trend, not a single dot. Logging drift: pre-draw a week of tiny boxes for protein, walks, and anchors. Park the notebook where you eat breakfast. Use the 30-second rule on motivation and logging. If a test or log takes more than 30 seconds, it won't stick. Set a tiny morning script: today AM circuit X2, after lunch walk, balance, snack, protein, 30-30-30. At night, circle your biggest win: hands-free stand, no railing, 10K steps not needed, 2 walks done. Micro story: 1 subscriber plateaued on sit to stand for 3 weeks. We didn't add weight. We slowed her lowers to 3 counts, moved her after dinner walk to right after the meal, and bumped breakfast protein by 10 grams. The very next week, her time dropped by 1.2 seconds. Not more grind, smarter levers. Add recovery signals so you know when to push and when to polish. Note bedtime, wake time, and sleep quality out of 5. Circle days you hit 7 to 8 hours. Poor sleep? Make tomorrow a technique day: 1 clean set per move, slower lowers, or a 10-minute walk plus mobility. Consistency compounds. Recovery writes your next strength check. If you remember nothing else from tracking, remember this: write what you want more of. When you record strength, balance, protein, and walks, your brain protects them automatically. That's how small wins snowball into independence. Recovery basics: sleep, stress, and soreness. Training sends the signal, recovery builds the tissue. If you're doing the work but still waking up stiff, dragging at noon, or dreading the next session, this is the lever that unlocks real gains. We'll keep it practical. Sleep you can actually get, stress you can downshift quickly, and soreness you can manage without losing momentum. Start with sleep because nothing outperforms it for muscle repair, balance, and energy. Aim for 7 to 8 hours most nights with the same bedtime and wake time. That rhythm tells your body when to release recovery hormones. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. If light sneaks in, use blackout curtains or a soft eye mask. Hide clock faces so you're not time checking at 2 a.m. That single habit reduces wake time anxiety. Build a repeatable 20-minute wind down. 90 minutes before bed, dim lights. 60 minutes before bed, shut down stimulating screens. If that's hard, switch devices to night mode and lower brightness. Then breathe 4-6. Inhale through your nose for 4, exhale for 6, 10 easy cycles. Pair that with 5 minutes of gentle stretches: a calf stretch at the wall, a small pelvic tuck hip opener, and a doorway chest stretch. Move slow and breathe slower. You're telling your nervous system, downshift now. Fuel helps sleep too. Within a couple of hours after training, have protein plus carbs: Greek yogurt with berries, cottage cheese with pineapple, or a small shake and a banana. That combo feeds repair and reduces nighttime hunger that wakes you. Keep caffeine earlier, ideally before noon, and if you're sensitive, make the last cup with breakfast. Sip herbal tea or water in the evening, but taper fluids in the last 2 hours if bathroom trips break your sleep. Hydration is an all-day behavior, not a bedtime scramble. Drink a glass at each meal and one between meals. If your clinician says sodium is safe, a pinch of salt with meals on hot days or after exercise helps you hold fluid. On a sodium-restricted plan, skip the salt and lean on mineral-rich foods like yogurt, beans, and leafy greens. Hydrated muscles contract better and cramp less. Now soreness. Delayed muscle soreness after new or harder work usually peaks around 24-48 hours, then fades. Muscle soreness that warms up as you move is normal. Sharp joint pain that worsens with load is a red flag to modify. On sore days, think circulation over stillness. Do light walks, gentle mobility, and your 3 stretch staples. Heat the area before movement to loosen. If a spot feels hot or puffy after, consider brief icing unless your clinician says otherwise. Use the 3x5 sore day plan. 3 5-minute bouts spread through the day keep blood moving without draining you. Morning, slow marches in place, ankle pumps, and 2 easy hip hinges. Midday, wall push-ups, band rows, and short hallway walks. Evening, your stretch trio plus 4-6 breathing. 15 minutes total changes how tomorrow feels. Stress and muscle don't mix when stress is chronic. You don't need perfection, you need pressure valves. Use 2-minute resets 3 times a day. Try box breathing, inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4, repeated 8 times. Or do a quick body scan, feet, calves, thighs, hips, belly, ribs, shoulders, jaw, soften each on purpose. If your mind races at night, keep a bedside notepad. Write the worry or to-do and tell yourself, parked for morning. That tiny ritual frees your brain to sleep. Set simple daytime anchors that support recovery. Morning light within an hour of waking helps your body clock. A 10-minute post-meal walk blunts glucose swings that otherwise wreck afternoon energy. A short early evening walk can nudge sleep pressure without elevating heart rate near bedtime. If naps help, keep them under 30 minutes and before 3 p.m. Longer or later naps steal from nighttime sleep. Know when to pivot. If you slept badly or a joint is talking, run a technique day, 1 clean set per move at a slow tempo, or swap your session for a 10-minute walk plus mobility. That choice preserves the habit, protects your joints, and sets you up for a stronger session tomorrow. Consistency compounds, heroics don't. Red flags to respect. Unexplained dizziness, chest pressure or pain, sudden shortness of breath that doesn't match effort, new numbness, sudden weakness in a limb, or a headache that spikes with exertion. Stop and seek help or follow your clinician's guidance. If you have known heart, balance, bone, or sleep issues, or you're on medications, confirm evening exercise timing and any supplements with your provider. Micro story: a viewer trained hard but hit a wall at 3 p.m. We moved her last coffee to before 10 a.m., added the 4-6 breath to her evening stretch, and set a nightly phone shutdown alarm. 1 week later, she said, same workouts, better mornings, no afternoon crash. Her sit-to-stand time dropped at the next test. The change wasn't more grind, it was deeper recovery. If you remember nothing else, remember this: sleep on schedule, breathe to downshift, move lightly on sore days, and let steady hydration do quiet work. Nail those, and your training finally pays you back with strength that shows up all day. Hidden habit traps: what quietly steals muscle. You're doing the work, but a few quiet habits can cancel progress without you noticing. We'll fix them with tiny upgrades that take less than 2 minutes and pay off all day. Trap 1: long sitting. Hours in a chair switch muscles to idle, slow circulation, stiffen hips, and dull reaction time. Fix: set a 30-45 minute stand timer. When it buzzes, do a 1-minute break, 10 sit-to-stands, 10 counter push-ups, 5 slow heel raises. On long calls, stand and shift your weight side to side. These micro bursts keep fast twitch fibers awake and make the next stair climb feel easier. Trap 2: low protein days. Healthy plates of bread, fruit, and salad without a protein anchor won't trigger muscle repair. Fix: protein first. Stock ready options where you see them: Greek yogurt cups front row, tuna pouches in the utensil drawer, cottage cheese at eye level, cooked tofu or chicken in clear containers. If you're caught short, drink a 20-30 gram ready shake and add fruit. Keep the 30-30-30 rhythm, let carbs tag along. Trap 3: all or nothing thinking. You miss a session and promise Monday, then lose another week. Fix: the 2-minute rule. Do 2 minutes of the big 5 now: 5 sit-to-stands, 5 wall push-ups, 10 band rows, a 30-second carry, 10 hip hinges. Done counts. Most days you'll keep going. On tough days, you've still protected your identity and skill. Trap 4: weekend slide. Unstructured time breaks anchors, then Monday feels like a restart. Fix, 2 guardrails, keep 30-30-30 protein and keep one 10-minute post-meal walk. Add your balanced snack while coffee brews. Weekends can be lighter, not zero. Continuity beats intensity. Trap 5, supplement noise. Miracle powders don't replace training and meals. Food first. Helpful for some with clinician guidance. Creatine monohydrate at a small daily dose alongside resistance training. Vitamin D based on blood levels. Omega-3s from fish or supplements if intake is low. If you take meds or have kidney, heart, or bone conditions, check with your provider before adding anything. Trap 6, dehydration drift. By afternoon your mouth is dry, head foggy, and legs heavy. Fix, visible water, steady sips, 1 glass each meal and 1 between. If your clinician says sodium is safe, a small pinch with meals on hot days or after exercise helps you hold fluid. On sodium restriction, skip salt and lean on mineral-rich foods. Hydrated muscle contracts better and steadies blood pressure when you stand. Trap 7, slippery shoes and messy floors. You train balance, then shuffle in loose slippers over sliding rugs and cords. Fix, shoes with thin, grippy soles and secure backs for indoors. Coil cords, anchor rugs, or remove them. Add a night light to bathroom paths. If you wear bifocals, take stairs with eyes forward and handrail contact. Trap 8, late night scrolling. Blue light and alerting content push bedtime later and blunt recovery. Fix, set a nightly phone shutdown alarm 60 minutes before bed, switch devices to night mode, park the phone in another room, and use 5 minutes of stretches plus 4-6 breathing. Read paper or listen to calming audio instead. Trap 9, empty calorie snacking. Crackers, pastries, and candy spike and crash your energy, then dinner overeating follows. Fix, pair every carb with protein and fiber. Crackers get cottage cheese or tuna. Fruit gets Greek yogurt, or if you already hit protein at that meal, a small handful of nuts. Eat protein first, fiber second, starch last. Trap 10, no plan for pain. A knee twinge turns into 3 weeks off because of guesswork. Fix, write a plan B card now. Knees, higher chair sit to stands, shorter range, slow lowers, hips back, glute bridges and short hinges with a dowel. Shoulders, wrists, higher surface push-ups or band chest press. Carries, lighter and shorter with tall posture. Pain modifies, it doesn't cancel. Trap 11, friction everywhere. Bands buried in a drawer, shoes in the closet, protein hidden behind leftovers. Each adds a decision and decisions kill habits. Fix, design once, win daily. Band on the door, shoes by the door, protein at eye level. Checklist on the fridge, sticky note on the remote, rows first. Pair your favorite podcast with the after lunch walk and your best tea with the evening stretch. Trap 12, vague goals. Get strong doesn't drive action. Fix, daily scripts and visible streaks. Morning at breakfast, AM circuit X2 after lunch walk, balanced snack, protein 30-30-30. Night, circle your biggest win, protect the streak with 2-minute versions on busy days. Micro story, one viewer sat 8 hours a day, trained twice a week and felt stuck. We added a 40-minute stand timer with 1-minute breaks, moved to 30-30-30 protein and swapped slippers for secure shoes. 3 weeks later, her sit-to-stand time dropped by 1.5 seconds. Not more grind, fewer leaks. Your anti-trap checklist. Stand every 30-45 minutes, 1-minute movement break. Protein first at each meal, keep backups visible. 2-minute rule on busy days, touch the big 5. Weekends, 30-30-30 protein and 1 walk. Supplements only with clinician guidance, food first. Water each meal and between meals. Secure shoes, clear floors, night lights. Screens down 60 minutes before bed, stretch and breathe. Pair carbs with protein and fiber. Per-write your plan B modifications. Patch these traps and your training suddenly sticks. Next, we'll turn speed back on safely with Power Training Light. Power Training Light, move faster, stay safer. This is where we flip the first domino back in your favor. Power fades first with age, so we bring it back safely. Lighter loads, crisp intent, perfect posture, and full control. Think fast up, smooth down, stop before sloppy. You'll feel springy without pounding your joints, and you'll buy reaction time when life gets wobbly. Format matters. Do 3 to 5 reps per set for 3 to 5 sets with 45 to 75 seconds of rest. Low reps keep every rep clean and fast. The moment form fades, you stop. Power training isn't grinding, it's precision. Drill 1, chair pop-ups. Sit tall on a sturdy chair, feet tucked slightly under your knees. Lean a touch forward, exhale, and stand up quickly like you mean it, then sit down slowly with quiet control. Up is quick, down is smooth. Do 3 to 5 reps, rest, repeat for 3 to 5 sets. If knees grumble, raise the chair height or use a cushion. Keep your weight through the whole foot, big toe, heel, and the middle, not just your toes. Common fixes that change everything. If you plop, you're going too fast on the descent. Aim for a silent landing. If you're breath holding, whisper a soft SSS on the way up. If your knees cave, think knees track over middle toes. Drill 2 step-ups. Start with a low, sturdy step about 4 to 8 inches. Plant your whole foot on the step, stack your posture, chin gently back, ribs down, then drive up fast and step down slow like you're sneaking. Alternate legs or complete all reps on one side, then switch. 3 to 5 crisp reps per leg, 3 to 5 sets. If balance wobbles, use a light fingertip on a counter. Quiet feet are your quality meter. Progress here by adding a 1-second pause at the top before you step down. That pause teaches control in the exact moment you'd catch a stumble in real life. Drill 3 medicine ball taps. No ball, a soft pillow or light ball works. Stand tall, ribs down, elbows bent. Tap quickly to a wall and catch softly, or tap up toward the ceiling without leaving the floor. 3 to 5 taps, rest, repeat. If your shoulders talk back, lower the tap height and keep elbows slightly bent. Think quick tap, soft catch, posture stacked. Power snack 1, fast calf pops. Hands lightly on a counter, rise onto your toes quickly, then lower slowly for 3 counts. 3 to 5 reps, 3 to 5 sets sprinkled through the week. This wakes up your ankle springs for curbs and stairs. Power snack 2, quick marches. 10 fast marching steps in place, knees to mid-shin height, arms pumping, posture tall, reset and breathe, do 2 or 3 rounds. Keep landing silent, speed without thud. Safety rules you'll live by: no pain, shrink the range, or lower the step if a joint twinges. Smooth landings, silent feet tell you it's safe. Posture stacked, chin gently back, ribs down, hips under you. Stop a set the moment your form fades. Power turns to slop fast when tired. Breathing is your built-in brace. Sharp exhale on the pop, quiet inhale on the reset. That exhale firms your core and keeps blood pressure steadier. If you catch yourself gritting your teeth or turning red, pause, long exhale, and restart cleaner. Progression without punishment. For chair pop-ups, lower the seat by an inch or add a 1-second pause just above the seat before popping up. For step-ups, add an inch of height or hold a very light object once your landing stays silent. For ball taps, take a small step farther from the wall or increase tap speed slightly while keeping shoulders down. Where does this fit in your week? Keep your 2 resistance days as is and add 1 dedicated power day. Or place 1 or 2 power drills at the start of your regular sessions as a wake-up. Always do power first, then strength. A fresh nervous system makes cleaner, faster reps. Total across drills, aim for 9 to 15 quality sets for the session, not per drill. Environment matters here too. Wear secure shoes with thin, grippy soles. Clear your step area. Anchor any bands or doorways before ball taps. If you use bifocals, keep your eyes forward, not glued through the lower lens on steps. Micro story: a viewer added chair pop-ups twice a week and low step-ups after lunch. 2 weeks later, she said, "I caught a toe on a crack and didn't need the railing." That's what power does, buys you time to save the wobble. If you remember nothing else, remember this: fast up, smooth down, spotless form. Power comes back quickly when you respect posture, breath, and control. Do this for 2 weeks and notice stairs demanding less, chairs feeling higher, and your confidence rising before your strength test even changes. Bone and joint backup: build a strong frame. Strong muscles need a solid frame. If bones are thin or joints feel cranky, your new strength won't show up. The fix isn't harsh impact, it's regular loading, clean alignment, and smart core work that protects your spine and hips while you get stronger. Start with weight bearing that speaks bone without beating you up. Keep your 2 or 3 brisk 10-minute walks, but add intent. On 1 walk each day, do 5 rounds of 30 seconds tall marching, 30 seconds easy strolling. Marches add rhythmic vertical load bones like. If your clinician has cleared you, include stairs once daily, up and down 2 flights at a steady, quiet pace. Think soft landings, posture stacked, handrail there if you need it. If stairs aren't ready yet, carry a light backpack 2 to 5 pounds on one walk to nudge load gently. Now unlock the joints that protect knees and back, ankles and hips. Start with a 2-position calf stretch against the wall. Back heel heavy, knee straight for 20 to 30 seconds, then bend the back knee slightly for 20 to 30 seconds. You're targeting both major calf muscles so your ankle actually moves. Follow with ankle rocks at the counter. Heels down, gently drive knees over toes, then return 10 slow reps. This frees your step and reduces toe catches on uneven ground. Hips next. Set one foot on a low step, tuck your pelvis slightly like you're zipping tight pants, and shift forward until you feel the stretch on the front of the back hip. Breathe there 20 to 30 seconds, switch sides. Then groove the pattern with 5 to 10 small hip hinges, soft knees, ribs down, long spine so your hips move instead of your lower back when you bend. Posture is your built-in shock absorber. Use the tall and heavy cue, grow tall through your crown while letting shoulders melt down. Chin gently back, ribs down, pelvis level over heels. Sprinkle posture checks 5 times a day during a red light while waiting on the microwave between TV segments. The more you stack, the less your joints grind and the better your bones load in the right places. Your core's main job isn't crunching. It's resisting twist and tilt so your spine stays quiet when life pulls sideways. Start with a suitcase carry. Hold one bag in one hand, posture stacked, and walk 20 to 40 seconds without leaning. Switch hands, feel your sidewall work to keep you level. Then do dead bugs on the floor or bed. Lie on your back, knees up, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, ribs down, slowly reach opposite arm and leg away without letting your low back arch. 5 to 8 smooth reps each side. If floor work isn't friendly, try a standing band dead bug. Hold a light band at chest height, ribs down, and step 1 foot back slowly while the band tries to twist you. Finally, side plank on knees, elbow under shoulder, knees bent, lift hips to a straight line from head to knees, hold 10 to 20 seconds, breathe, switch. Keep your neck long and ribs tucked. Layer these into your week without overhaul. Daily add one 10-minute walk with 5 march intervals and finish with the 2-position calf stretch. 3 days a week, pair suitcase carries 2 to 3 rounds per side with dead bugs 5 to 8 per side. Twice a week, add side planks on knees 10 to 20 seconds per side for 2 rounds. Most days, hit 5 posture checks, tall and heavy, wherever you are. Optional, stairs once per day or a light pack on one walk if it feels good. Safety matters most if you've got bone density issues, spinal concerns, or joint replacements. Move smoothly, avoid jerky end ranges, and keep ranges short while you dial and control. Confirm safe angles with your clinician or physical therapist. For osteoporotic spines, skip aggressive forward bends and fast twists. Hinge short with the dowel as your guide. For hip or knee replacements, avoid deep pivoting under load and respect rotation limits your surgeon recommended. Common mistakes to avoid: overstriding on walks, short, quiet steps protect knees and backs. Slouching under load, stack first, then carry. Stretching aggressively and bouncing, go to mild tension, breathe, exit slow. Core work that chases burn with bad position, ribs down, no back arching. If your lower back talks during hinges, shorten the bow, slow the return, and keep the dowel touching the back of your head, mid-back, and tailbone. Micro story: a viewer with stiff ankles kept scuffing toes on uneven sidewalks. We added the 2-position calf stretch, ankle rocks, and suitcase carries 3 days a week. 2 weeks later, her note said, "My feet feel springier and I stopped catching cracks." She didn't work harder, she moved cleaner. If you remember nothing else, remember this: bones like regular load, joints like clean alignment, cores like resisting twist. Build those 3 and your growing muscle has a frame that lasts. You'll feel it on stairs, during chores, and when the ground isn't perfect, because your structure finally supports the strength you're building. Pillar 13, make it automatic: routines, rewards, and social boost. You've built strength, balance, and a safer frame. Now we make the results automatic so you don't rely on willpower. The trick is better defaults, anchors, cues, and tiny rewards that make the right choice the easy one. Start with habit stacking. Tie each anchor to something you already do. Coffee brews, do 1 round of sit-to-stands and wall push-ups. Brush your teeth, heel to toe for 30 seconds each side. After meals, a 10-minute walk starts as you set the fork down. Evening TV, loop a band around a door and do 1 set of rows between episodes. You're piggybacking on routines you already keep so the plan runs quietly in the background. Use the 2-minute rule when resistance shows up. Tell yourself 2 minutes. 5 sit-to-stands, 5 wall push-ups, 10 band rows, a 30-second carry, and 10 hinges. Done counts. Most days you'll keep going. On hard days, you still protected your identity and skill. Consistency compounds. Make your space do half the work. Keep a resistance band by the TV chair. Park a water bottle on the counter. Put shoes with thin, grippy soles by the door. Move protein to eye level, yogurt cups up front, tuna pouches where you grab utensils, cottage cheese in the middle shelf, cooked chicken or tofu in clear containers. If you open the fridge and protein is buried, you'll forget it. Tape your 24-hour strength day checklist to the fridge: morning circuit, balanced snack, post-meal walk, evening stretch. Every day you hit the 3 anchors, make a big check mark. Streaks build momentum because your brain hates breaking a chain. Rewards don't need to be fancy. A visible X on a calendar is immediate and satisfying. Pair habit completion with something you enjoy. Your favorite podcast only plays during the after-lunch walk. Your best tea comes out after the evening stretch. That tiny pairing makes the ritual feel good now, not later. Bring people into it. Tell one person your plan: spouse, friend, or neighbor, and ask for simple accountability. A 3-word text: walk done. Join one low-pressure class weekly: community balance, gentle strength, or Tai Chi. Or start a tiny group text with 2 friends and post a photo of your check mark or post-meal walk view. Like community turns: I'll skip into I'll get it done. Travel can derail progress unless you pre-decide. Write a mini travel plan before you leave: wall push-ups, sit-to-stands, marches, band rows in the room, post-meal hallway walks, and protein backups: a shaker bottle, 2 protein packets, and tuna pouches. Choose one daily walk window, like after breakfast. You're protecting continuity, not chasing perfection. Design friction out. If opening the door anchor is annoying, get a permanent anchor on one hinge. If logging feels like homework, pre-draw 7 boxes for protein, walks, and anchors. Fill them at breakfast in 10 seconds. If stairs feel risky, choose one safe step for step-ups and keep a stable support within reach. Remove friction once and you'll win daily without extra effort. Now, scripts for common snags. I'm tired. 2 minutes, 60 seconds of marches, 5 sit-to-stands, 5 wall push-ups, done counts. No time, post-meal walk is non-negotiable, it's the best 10 minutes you'll spend. Knees ache today. Elevate the chair, shorten range, add a 1-second pause above the seat. Keep moving, keep it clean. I missed yesterday. Today isn't payback day. Do your anchors and move on. Lean on identity. Say, I'm the kind of person who does a 5-minute circuit after breakfast and walks after meals. Identity guides choices without debate. If you remember nothing else, remember this: actions teach your brain who you are. 2 minutes today is a vote for the strong, independent version of you. Make it visible. Put your notebook where you eat breakfast. Leave your shoes where you'll see them safely. Put a sticky note on the remote: rows first. Add a tiny bell to your water bottle so you hear it when you move it. These cues nudge you without nagging. Micro story: a 76-year-old client never stuck with plans longer than 2 weeks. We added anchors: coffee circuit, lunch balance snack, post-dinner walk, and a checkmark calendar. On day 18, she said, "First time I didn't talk myself out of it." The difference wasn't motivation, it was design. You've built the system, your environment, anchors, and people keep it running. Start this week, not next month. The window is open and momentum is waiting. Here's the takeaway: power first, protein paste, post-meal walks, and clean patterns stacked into daily anchors that protect your independence. Start this week. Grab the 1-page 24-hour strength day checklist below, then watch Foods to Stop Muscle Loss for an exact meal plan. Subscribe for weekly strength and independence tips.